Well, the boys round here don't listen to the Beatles run. Old Bo Cephas threw a jukebox needle at the honky-tonk where they boot stomp all night. What? Yeah, and what they call work a digging in the dirt. Gotta get it in the ground before the rain come down to get paid, to get the girl in your four-wheel drive. Yeah, the boys round here drinking that ice-cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no lip. Shoot a back, a shoot a back, a shoot a back, a spit. Oh, heck. Well, the boys around here, they're keeping it country. Ain't a damn one know how to do the Dougie. No, I'm not in Kentucky, but these girls around here, yep, they still love me. Yeah, the girls around here, they all deserve a whistle. Shaking that sugar sweet as Dixie Crystal. They like that yawling southern drawl and just can't help it 'cause they just keep falling for the boys around here, drinking that ice-cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys around here sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no lip. Shoot her back, a shoot her back, a shoot her back, a spit.
Let's ride through the countryside. Let's ride down to the riverside.
Hey now, girl, hop inside. Me and you gonna take a little ride to the river. Let's ride. That's right. Lay a blanket on the ground. Kissing in the crickets is the only sound. We out of town. Have you ever got down with a do you wanna get down with a girl, you gotta get down with the boys round here, drinking that ice-cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here, sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no lip. Shoot her back, a shoot her back, a shoot her back. I'm one of them boys round here, drinking that ice-cold beer, talking about girls, talking about trucks, running them red dirt roads out, kicking up dust. The boys round here, sending up a prayer to the man upstairs. Backwoods legit, don't take no lip. Shoot her back, a shoot her back, a shoot her back, a spit.
Welcome to the WINGIT call, May 23rd, 2016. Who thought we'd be here now at this particular time, but what the hey. Pastor, are you out there?
I am out here and I am praying right now. Father, in Jesus' name, we just ask for your blessing on the call today, for Jerry, for Iko, for Art, and whoever else comes in, Lord. Let there be good information, Lord. Let there be peace in the hearts of every believer, ears to hear and hearts to keep what you have to say. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Lord. Pastor, if you will mute out and just listen from the sidelines, I will call upon your services near the end of the call. You are the man. Now, let's see. Yes, I got the recording, and now for the disclaimer. I turned the recording on just so I could catch chew-to-pack, a red neck. Disclaimer. We are not attorneys, financial advisors, CPAs, or any form of legal advice. What we bring about today, past calls, this call, and present call, and future calls, is just our opinion. For the rest of the disclaimer, please go to thewingitcall.com and click on the disclaimer tab, and the rest of it is there. Little housekeeping here. This is from the last call we had when we brought out the spreadsheet. Seems there's a little misunderstanding in dinar land. Somebody's squeaking. I don't know who it is. Anyway, seems there's rumors running amok. So I am here to straighten it out. If you go back and listen to the call from last Friday. Oh, there it is. Art, mute me out for a minute. If you go to the call from last Friday, you're going to hear me say, not once, not twice, not even thrice, but several times, we were using the figures from 11 cents to 5K as an example. People took that, ran wild, and swore up and down that Iko and myself are saying the rate's $5,000. Didn't say nary such a thing. Said it was an example so people could use it to calculate in the spreadsheet. Matter of fact, there's some spreadsheets out there. I believe that you can use them. The boxes are open to calculate any rate that you wish. I believe that they are off of my website, the forum. I don't know if they made it to the website yet, but I nor Iko said it was $5,000. We said there are some high rates out there, and we picked that one just so you could wrap your brain around some rates. They could be higher, they could be lower. We won't know till we get there. So this is to set the record straight of all the people throwing me underneath the bus saying I said it was 5K. Please go back and listen to the recording again. That's why there's a recording. And that would be from 5/20/2016. And you can find that replay link for that date on the wingitcall.com underneath replay links. Iko, have I missed anything? Uh-oh. Hello?
Sorry, trying to get off mute and driving the car at the same time was the problem.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I think you explained it very well. I think the lesson learned, guys, is we're all frustrated, and the frustration sometimes it's easier to do shorthand on your research, especially when you're frustrated and you don't feel like going over the same thing 50,000 times, and you just take what you heard from somebody who heard it from somebody else, who heard it from somebody else, and it's the old tell the story around the circle of 10 people, and by the time it gets back to you, you wouldn't even recognize it. So I know it's frustrating. I am certainly frustrated. I mean, I wanted to come in here and bash all the people who were spreading the rumors. And fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. So that being that, it was just an example trying to illustrate the kind of quarterly interest you could expect from that much money being invested. And we only use 7%. The financial community actually, by law, is allowed to use 8%. So we even went 1% more conservative, and that didn't help. So we're right at the end. We really are right at the end. And God knows what the rates are going to be, but I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it again. We're all going to be real happy on the other side of this thing. So I guess that's all I have to add to that point, Jer.
There are some very smart people out there that if they hear things like this, they should be able to straighten it out long before it gets back to us because of the recording. That's all I have to say about that. So let me unmute Art Meister. Art, you are the first one out of the barrel. Take it away.
Out of the barrel. Well, good afternoon to Pastor, Iko, Jerry, everybody listening. Beautiful day here in Tennessee. Weather's getting warmer finally, up a little over 80 today, so time to go out and have some fun in the sun. And a little money wouldn't hurt. Blue Wolf is saying goodbye. He has a video out, which I never knew him to put a video out. I haven't seen his full post. I'm getting a text on. It said he's been saying all day that it is still coming today, so watch for it. And then, then he says from 2 to 5 p.m. EST, the entire world is active, seeing the same thing. Ask your point men if the info has been activated. Blue Wolf. I don't know who the point men are to see if it's activated, so whatever his message is there, I'm not totally sure. Overnight, I know some texts come out saying that somebody had to be replaced who was meddling in the affairs once again and had been replaced, and things were progressing forward, and did expect it, I guess this morning. I also heard that the World Bank and the IMF supposedly made some kind of announcement. Nobody knows where it is, can't find it, but we just, through one of our sources, said that it was supposed to have been made. So I don't know what it would have been or where. Somebody told me Paul Ryan is supposed to make an announcement once again today. We hear that every day anymore. No time's given or whatnot. I don't know what he's going to announce if he does, but I guess we can be on the lookout for that. That's about all we know. It's here, supposed to be here. We thought we were getting it over the weekend, but every day we think so. But I think everything's very positive, and I know I received and was posted. Actually, a link was posted on Fisher's chat room, and I copied it. It was a 10-page report by Yosef, kind of giving examples when you go into the exchange centers, what to expect and how to handle it. And I got a lot of return emails and good comments about it. It was a very thorough and good report. So I don't know whether any of you have seen that out there. Anybody on my list has. And
hey, Art, can you send that to me, and I'll try to get it posted in the forum and possibly on my website, okay?
Yeah, you should have had it. You're on my mail list. I think you should have had it, but I'll send it again.
Well, that's why I'm a smart person today. I haven't looked at my email. I literally, I forgot, and I checked out. Hell, I even forgot to send the link out until about 10 minutes to 2 when I got a text from somebody going, is there a call link today there, brother? And I said, oh, darn it. Shame on me for forgetting. Hey, that's whatever.
I'll send it out again.
A senior moment.
One of those.
Actually,
we all
I
have
got a
those.
little intel today too.
Did you?
Oh,
okay. Listen, that's about all I got. So I'll turn it over to whomever wants to come in next, and we're looking forward to it. That's all I can tell you, and I'll send it out to you, Jerry.
thanks, sir.
All right.
Hey, Art, Rick, I got some intel from our boots on the ground bank person today, which is pretty interesting. This is for everybody out there on the call. This is somebody who actually works at an exchange center. That's all I'll say. And we've been getting very good information from her for months now, basically verifying things that come in. And she's saying that we are right there, that the new rates are on the screens. She won't tell us the rates, because if she tells us the rates, she'll get fired. But she says that she knows the rates we're looking for. Let's put it that way. She says they're better than expected. And what she confirmed, which I found even more interesting, is that you will not be exchanging anywhere but an exchange center. No retail banks, no retail outlets. Don't ask them. They're not going to know what you're talking about. Everything is coming through the 800 number notification system. The exchange centers are in highly secured buildings that already are Army bases, like federal and state buildings that already have metal detectors set up and guarded parking lots and the like. There's a lot of intel out there about extra security around these places. That may or may not be true, but once you get onto these properties, you are safe. I mean, they have extra security set up, and that's where you're going to be doing exchanges. Nowhere else. It may even be a multi-bank center. So the exchange center has representatives from different banks. This is fairly reliable. I stand behind this person because she hasn't been wrong yet. She hasn't steered us wrong yet, and she never gives out any sensational information. This is what she gets from upper management. So that was exciting. You know, amidst all the hopium and all the wild theories, it's nice to get black and white information from somebody with a proven track record. That's it.
Talking to myself with the darn mute button on.
Yeah, and Jared, I'm going to go on mute for about 15, maybe 20 minutes here. I'm listening, but I gotta go into a place of business and take care of something.
Got it. I don't know if I can talk that long, but I'll give it a whirl.
Take a few phone calls.
Well, I want to actually talk a little bit to get this out of my system, and then we'll take some phone calls. So today, let's talk about post-RV. We did that yesterday because we need to focus on what we're going to do afterwards. You know, protection. If you've got a big bank account, after you get your deposit slips back and you do the tally and it's oh my God rates, then you need to think about things like that. Where are you going to move to? Because where you're at now is not a good place to stay, because then people know you have money. How far are you going to move away? How are you going to act? No, you're not going to be throwing your arms in the air like your hair's on fire, running down the street hollering, they showed me the money, they showed me the money. No. No bib overalls with one strap undone. No flip-flops with pink toenails unless you're of the female persuasion, and then that's okay. What else? So, and again, I address this because I've seen it on Denarland where they say the rates are well above 5K. We won't know. I'm not quoting. I am not saying that it's 5K. Just be open and flexible when you get there. What I did say last call was, you know, let's count on, you know, the lower rates that we heard about, and if the bigger ones are on the screens when we get there, ask for oxygen, you know, a paper sack to breathe into, and say, yes, please, can I have some more? Ask for the sovereign rates. Have your business plan. Tell them what you want to do. They're probably going to want to make a copy. You know, be prepared. Be flexible. We all need to remain calm. I'm like Iko. I woke up this morning, and it fell within my time frame. It hasn't happened yet. There are some people out there that are in dire situations and can use this. What is holding it up? I don't know. If I did, I could probably tell you some, but I couldn't tell you everything because then it would put me in peril and my family and a few other people. And do you want to do that? Put yourself in my shoes. I have accepted this position that I'm on right now, talking to everyone. This is what the good Lord wants. Have I wanted to check out? from the disinformation that we thought, or information that we got, and then we found out that it wasn't true? Absolutely. Made me angry. Made me very angry. I called BS, stomped my feet, acted like a little kid throwing a tantrum. I can't believe. But what good did it do? Nothing. We got 3 options. Wait, wait, and wait. Or, 4. Sell your currency and get out. But you're in it for a reason. So it's great to vent your frustration, because if you keep it within yourself and keep it suppressed, well, that's not good either. You know, it leads to, as I like to say, body malfunctions. It's not a good thing. But when you do vent, try not to go overboard. Let me do that for you. And trust me, I have went to bat for everybody listening. There are some people out there that are not happy with me because I've called BS. Not on what you think on some of the information before. It never even got to you, like Tony has said before. Tony is not my hero, but he had a lot of good points. If I told you everything that I hear daily, hourly, it's an emotional roller coaster, and thank God a blue moon a day keeps me level-headed if I need one. That's why I go play racquetball. That's a great stress relief for me. So I just want to I get a lot of emails, tell us the truth, we're so frustrated, what's going on, why are they lying to us? Nobody knows the date, and nobody knows the rate, at least in my circle. I'm sure there's some people out there, but unfortunately, I have not quite reached that sophisticated level yet. And I don't know if I really want to, because I'm happy being a redneck. And if the Lord blesses me with an amount that I've never dreamed of, which I'm sure hoping for, I'll have my hands full just dealing with that. And I want to bring something up here. And Pastor, you're going to have to unmute yourself, because I don't remember where it's at in the Bible. But where is it at? I think the good Lord or Jesus Christ, was he talking to one of the disciples? I think so. And said, why worry about them? You can do nothing about that. Let's take care of, worry about yourself. Can you help me out there, Pastor?
He said, why worry about tomorrow? Tomorrow has problems in and of itself. Be concerned about today.
And what about worrying about another person?
Well, you should never worry. It says, take no thought. Why do you have worry about where you'll live, what you'll eat, or what you'll wear? So doesn't the Lord take care of the birds, the lilies of the field, the toil and spin? They don't work, yet they have their food. It says, take no thought, which means don't worry. And then it says at the end of the chapter, it says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and then God will add all these things unto you. All these things that people that don't care for God, don't want God, they all seek after. It said to seek God and to seek the things of God, and he'd add or give you all these things. So the whole message was about not worrying. The birds of the air and of course, the fish and all the other creation he made, they don't have to work for what they get, and neither are you. God's going to bring it into you. This whole system of work, which takes us away from our family the majority of our time. We can't raise our children the right way. We can't put morals into them the way we should be able to. Sometimes it overcomes our life where all we do is work. And God's system is God wants to take care of you supernaturally. That's what this wealth transfer is all about. But I'm getting into religion, which I totally believe in God. It's my faith. But anyway, you should have asked me if you didn't want to know. I love y'all. Bless you.
Well, you helped straighten me out. I should go back and study it some more. I haven't picked the Bible up for a while, and that's
Matthew
my fault.
chapter 6. Matthew 6.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So that being said, it's great to be angry, it's great to be upset, and it's great to vent, but just don't get so blindingly mad when you're venting. God knows all of our positions, and He doesn't put on our shoulders any more than we can bear. Now, I'd like to say something about that, because I've had issue with that from time to time, and the pressure has been immense, earlier in my life. Not to say that it's any easier now. It's easier to deal with the older you get. You have a little bit better understanding. But when I was younger, thinking, oh my God, how much more can He pack on me? I can barely walk as it is. And this was financial situation. There was a time to where I was, and you may not believe this, I've shared most of my entire life with you, when all I had was a loaf of bread and a bottle of ketchup, and I was thankful for that, and I ate that up, just waiting for that next check to come in to help me survive, and it was rough. It was rough. And I know that there's some people out there that are even in worse situations for that than what that is. And I have made everybody's position known that's listening, privately and publicly. But privately, I have definitely made the emails that I've gotten shared with how far up the food chain they went. But you got to understand, the bad people don't give a crap about us. We are serfs that have woken up, and we're getting out of hand in their book and in their mind, and we're becoming uncontrollable because we see what's going on. Where if not all wars, but 99.5% of them are bankers' wars, and it's all fought over control. So I just wanted to bring that up. So I guess it is time to take a phone call. And what do you know? First one up is B on the web. Come on down.
Hey, Jerry, thank you for taking my call. On Friday, y'all made a reference that Christine Lagarde had been arrested.
Yep, that's what we read in print.
Who's replacing her then, do you know?
Until they actually take her to trial, from what we understand, because it's over some fraud and some other stuff. Until the countries have a vote, I'm sure she's in charge. But there's an underling. She has somebody underneath of her, so I figured they're probably running the show.
Okay, that's all I want to know. I appreciate it. I'll take myself off.
Thank you. Well, and star 2 to raise your hand if you want to ask a question. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 954. Come on down.
Good afternoon.
How you doing today?
I'm doing very well, and I trust that you have a better week since you're not doing a Wednesday call.
Life, yes, the stress level isn't as high for myself, for the callers and the people listening, and we all get a chance to breathe between Monday and Friday. It's nice. Thank you.
Two questions, if I may, very simply.
Sure.
I'm suppositioning that we will have a structured payout, and that structured payout will be across the board on the 3 principal currencies. Do we know for certain if they're going to release 10% or 25% when we make the exchange?
First off, we are not using that S word anymore. We're using contract payouts.
Annuity. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That S word is a bad word. Shame on you.
I know.
So, as to answer your question, I believe that as you negotiate, it's going to come down to that.
Okay, gotcha. And I presume no one knows anything other than we'll be bound by an NDA, non-disclosure agreement.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we obviously appreciate everything you and Art and IKO and Pastor do for us.
And I want to admonish you one more time for using that ugly S word.
Okay, I accept that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you again. All right, bye.
North Bend, Washington, 425. Uh-oh, I clicked on it. There you
Hi,
go.
Jerry.
You're open.
My question was answered. I thought I had muted myself, so appreciate all that you do, and thank you very much.
No. You waited all this time, and you don't have one good question for me?
Well, I do, but I have another question with regard to trusts. It seems like I have a number of trusts that I formulated a number of years ago, and they are from a corporation sole. And whenever anybody has brought a corporation sole up to on any of the calls, they just shut us down and don't talk about it. So I was going to ask why. So that's my question.
I don't know anything about that. Otherwise, I could try to answer your question. So at this point, my lack of knowledge is showing tremendously, and I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Jasper, Florida, 386. Come on down.
Praise the Lord, Jerry. Thank you for taking my call.
Did I scare you?
I was so quick. I got nervous and so quickly I got on. I usually have to sit and wait. I just want to thank you for taking my call. This is Lovejoy. And I have a question. I have an adult child that I'm the authorized payee over. Should I just put that child's currency in my account and get an extra card for that child?
Well, you might want to seek. I have an answer, but to keep my butt out of the burning flame, because I've been having chestnuts on the open flame here lately. You know what I'm talking about.
See how people can cause it to be hard for other people? Lord have mercy.
So seek. Do you have power of attorney over the child?
No, I'm just an authorized representative. That child cannot like cash checks or anything. I oversee the money. And
okay, well, I would say you probably could, but you might want to contact an attorney and get some advice on that.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Oh well. If I had a redneck, I would hug him until he's hollow.
And if he doesn't holler, it's too tight, then squeeze a little tighter.
Oh well, but I appreciate you. I'm just trying to, see what I needed to do. So I'll take your advice.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Fort Smith, Arkansas, 479. Come on down. Hello, Fort Smith. Neil's Food Service is what it says. There you go. Hello. A lot of feedback there, Fort Smith, 479. Take it off speaker, do whatever, and I'll come back to you. Hello. Nope, he's out. South Bend, Indiana, 574. Come on down.
Yes, Jerry. I had a question about, is this money taxable?
We've heard that this is a non-taxable event, which I'm sure will go through dinar land like a dose of salts. Jerry's saying it's a non-taxable event. I don't know, and we won't know till we get there. So I'm hoping not, but it could be. Not sure.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we have Dixie on the web. Come on down. Oh, let me unmute you. Hello, Dixie on the web.
Is that MM Dixie?
That's you, ma'am.
Hi. Listen, that article about Christina Lagarde, I heard you all mention it, and then I posted that the other night because I saw it from a source that I have a lot of respect for. Somebody called me out, and they were correct. That article is from May 23rd of 2013. It's 3 years old.
Oh, is it?
Yes, and I was duly embarrassed.
Well, shame on me. I didn't look at the date. Actually, the article I saw had the recent date on it, and I should have looked a little closer because I thought that picture looked familiar.
That's what I didn't look close enough either. I saw that May 22nd or 23rd, and I thought, oh, my gosh, and I posted it, and somebody said, did you look at the date? And I said, yes. And like I said, I saw it from another source that I have a lot of respect for and didn't question, but it was 2013, which is good.
But, you know, I got one question for you. Did you get that bottle of Tabasco I sent you for the crow that we both been eating?
I had to order extra, actually.
Well, there you go. Thank you. Got a question?
No, but I did want you to let you know that that's evidently erroneous, or at least it's not, doesn't apply to anything now, which made me feel much better. But thanks a lot. And yeah, I'll have the redneck for you.
All right. Miracle Queen, is this you, girlfriend?
Yes, it is. How are you?
Miracle. How are you doing,
How
Miracle
are you
Queen?
today?
I'm
Hello?
doing good. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Good. I wanted to know, is TD Bank going to have a special area where they will be exchanging?
I don't know.
So you still have to just get the zip code.
Yes. I don't know. TD Bank.
We don't know. Well, I guess we just have to wait for the engagement, huh?
Yes, we do. Got to wait for the wedding.
Before this month is out?
You know, that was my next date. I'm going to say hopefully by the end of the month.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Miracle Queen. Okay, try this again. Fort Smith, Arkansas. Come on down. Hello.
Yes, sir. I was had a little phone problem there.
Got it. Go
Thank
ahead.
you for your call. Last weekend, Joseph was saying that if this didn't happen last weekend, he might be selling bananas on the corner.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, actually, I was going to ask Art about that.
Well, you can. Hold on just a second. Where did he go? Right there.
Or, you know what? Maybe that was on the big call. I read the notes.
Art? There you go.
Yeah.
Art, you're unmuted.
He said that, but I don't think he's eating bananas any place yet. I haven't seen him.
I was going to go buy some bananas.
All righty, sir. Any more questions?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go to Austin, Texas, 512. Are you prepared to answer? Come on down. Austin, Texas, 512. Hello? Austin, Texas.
I'm here. I just have loud noise in the background, so I'm muting out for a moment.
Okay. Well, I think this is going to be a short call. Not another hand has been raised to ask any questions. So we'll have to wait to see how that goes. I guess everything has been answered from last week till today, and interesting. Let's see. I think we're going to go down here to Pensacola, Florida. It's a cell phone. Last four in Pensacola is 0921. Come on down.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Jerry, I didn't really have a question. I don't know why my hand was raised.
I don't know what happened. Well, go ahead.
Well, is it possible that you could answer some of those questions that are on the WINGIT website?
I don't know. I haven't logged in. Let me go check. Thank you.
You bet.
Bye. San Antonio, Tom on the web. Go ahead.
Hi, Jerry. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I am so happy to hear about the military base exchanging because I have one about 1.5 miles from the largest military bases in South Texas. So I've often thought, why not? Why not have it there? I mean, you don't have to worry about panicking in public by putting a 7.5 mile perimeter around it because you've got the most secure place in the city right there, and we're surrounded by military bases. So that was some great intel, and I really appreciate it. And thank you very much, and you have a great day.
Well, thank you, sir. It is not there, so let us for here. So where am I looking at on my website for questions? Oh, let's see. Let's go back over here. Nobody has any questions. I guess we've done a great job answering everything up to this point. Nobody wants to talk about anything post-RV? Here we go. Moorestown, New Jersey, 609. Come on down.
Hey, Jerry, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I had a question about exchange procedure. I know that there's going to be people that are going to be answering the phone call, taking our information. I wondered, since I'm sure a lot of people don't want to give their name because that information, you don't know who's on the other end of the call taking your personal information. Do you know if they're going to do something where they would give us a code or something that would identify us other than us giving personal information to a person on the other end of a call that may be using that information for not such a good reason in the future?
Well, we won't know until it comes down exactly what they're going to be asking. But if they are asking, you can say, look, I don't feel comfortable giving you amounts, but I can tell you I've got these 4 currencies. Because you have to give them something, and I know where you're coming from, but I'm thinking...
Right, it's not even so much the amount, it's that it's your name. Because if they have your name, if you can do something where you give the amount and a general zip code, or even a zip code a town or 2 over, you're fine if they give you some sort of a code that identifies you when you walk to the exchange center. My concern, I have no problem telling them how much I have as long as I don't identify my name, because then afterwards, you know, if you're giving your legal name then and a general zip code, you can be traced.
I don't know how to help you out of your dilemma, ma'am. I can tell you this already. If you bought any dinar from any dealer, the government knows exactly how much you have.
That I don't have a problem with, you know. They're going to know, and we're going to pay taxes going forward if there are taxes. It's just that we don't know who the person is on the other end of the telephone that's the exchange person. That's my concern going forward. The government, yep, they've been tracking us for a while. They know who we are. That's all part of the game. I just wondered if you knew an exchange procedure that maybe the bank had thought of to keep us safeguarded from someone who might in the future use those names for a not so good purpose.
I do not. There is the quandary. If you can't give them your name, then they'll probably say, well, ma'am, then we can't give you an appointment. So there's the catch-22 situation.
Okay, thank you. Just thought maybe they had thought that through to keep us safe, since they're doing all these other procedures to keep us safe, that they would have a way to make sure that that was just sort of an added insulating thing. And my thought process was maybe they would be giving you a specific code that would identify you, some sort of a code or something like that.
No,
and maybe,
they haven't given me any information like that. I've asked for different stuff, but we won't know until it's time to go. So thank you very much, ma'am. Rockstar, are you back? I see you flickering there.
Yeah, just a little observation. I know this doesn't solve the caller's problem, but try Googling your name and seeing how many instances of it come up. I always thought I had kind of a weird name. And one day I decided, just for the heck of it, I'd Google myself and see what happened. And it turns out there's almost 400 other people in the United States that have my name. And I thought that was amazing to me. That 400 sets of parents would do that to their children. But I think you may, you know, it's good to be cautious. I'm guessing that the 800 operator that is being employed by the banking system, it may be a bonded agency. I can't say that for sure. But them just having your name and your zip code, granted, if you're in a sparsely populated area, that's going to narrow things down. And I'm thinking, why not give them a phony name? I mean, it's so. And if they say that's not the name on your telephone, you say, well, I don't have a telephone. I'm using a friend's telephone or something like that. You know, there's ways. There's probably ways around it, or just be upfront with them and say you're real nervous about it because there's something else we can do. And maybe they can say, you know, your name is 457-355-8444, something like that. You can get away with it that way. You know, Tony used to say nothing beats failure but a try. So if that's a real concern, just talk to the operator. They have to be schooled in this stuff. They have to be. And there probably are procedures that are set if they run into it. So you can check it out that way.
Well, that answered everything.
Yes, now on the way.
Okay, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 505.
Hey.
Come on.
Hi, Jerry Eichel. You mentioned earlier to ask for the sovereign rate. So are you hearing that there are sovereign rates, or are you just saying do that just in case?
I'm hearing there are sovereign rates.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Thank you, sir.
Is that it? That was
quick
that question.
question.
Was too quick. Yeah. All right.
You know,
thank you, sir.
I was a little disappointed this morning when I woke up and saw there were no tweets because you kind of called it there, and I was like, Jerry never called it, and oh well, there's always tomorrow, right?
So I have a question for you.
Talk to me.
Did you listen to the last call on Friday?
I listened to every call. Twice.
Did you listen to the? So you twice listened to it. Was there anywhere in there where I said the rate was 5,000 without saying it was an example?
No. So when you said 5,000, you guys kind of said that the end unit being that 500 million or billion number that has kind of been thrown out as a cap. So you worked backwards, and then you just plugged it into a $1 trillion note. So that's what I got out of it.
No, I never said anything about a cap. What I said was we're using it as an example for the spreadsheet.
Yes. No, I think I said just kind of threw out the 500.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I did. I think the big mistake was putting the spreadsheet on the site because that gave people time to look at it and start making up stories about it. That was probably a big mistake.
No,
putting that spreadsheet.
Yeah, but you guys, you didn't quote a site. I've been in this 2 years, and I'm kind of past the whole panicking, looking, getting way too into this. So I can understand the newbies running with everything, and I'm sure some of us are just like, just give me the rate. But no, you didn't quote anything, Jerry.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, guys.
It says Pittsburgh, PA. You know where Pittsburgh is, Iko?
Of course.
Okay.
It's become a very cool city.
Well, I just wonder, should I take a caller from Pittsburgh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, 412.
That place was on its way down, and then it revitalized itself. It's a pretty cool place to
There you go.
Hi, Jerry.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. Thanks for that, Iko, about the vitality of Pittsburgh.
Did you think it's true? I mean, I knew Pittsburgh 40 years ago when it was a dying steel town, and man, it was a depressing place.
Yes, it's very different, very different. Say, Jerry, I had a question in regards to your quest of speaking to other people that host calls. Where did that go?
Fell on deaf ears.
I figured so. I'm noticing that Joseph is broadening his horizons into other calls because I think Art mentioned something about the truth call. He's showing up there as well, and he's knocking Bruce's call. He's pretty much taken over Bruce's call. I was just curious what went on with trying to get on the same wavelength as some of these other calls or call the hosters.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you had mentioned that it would be nice to talk to all these people if you could just get together and not spread the bull anymore, type of thing.
No, I don't know. Me personally, I think it's egos, or maybe not sharing. It's mine. I don't want to share, but no, that's not what I was talking about. Maybe we can all get together and say, look, this is. Let's just try to not disseminate the same cow patty.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. It's just I don't know. Those calls are getting out of hand as far as not even being able to. It's some of this stuff isn't even close. I don't believe.
The only thing that I'm requesting, not demanding, requesting, is that anybody that's hosting a call, now let's try to help people post RV and let's talk about it, because that's exactly where we need to be. How to help your callers and the people listening to you. Because when you have people thinking about post RV more than just one person, and you got a group of people, isn't that better than just one?
Right. Yeah. Well, I thank you for your time and putting yourself out there with everything that's gone on, especially recently. And it's good that you do that, trying to cut to the bone with some of this stuff. So hang in there, all right?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I don't hear that, Art. Interesting. Let me see here. Oh, yes, I do. Hold on. Let me check into it. Yep, there it is. Got it. Thanks. Norfolk, Virginia, 757. Come on down.
Hello, how you doing, Jay?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. All right, Michael, how you guys doing? Well, Michael, you had mentioned about a contact within the exchange center. Did she or he give you any information about the race showing live, or not really a date, or a feeling for this week or something in that area?
Just that the rates are back on the screens and they changed slightly. That's all she would say. Pardon me.
Okay.
That this person is very specific about what she will let go of, information-wise, and what she feels that she shouldn't. And we use her as kind of a general boots-on-the-ground confirmation of intel that we get from other sources. So she's been invaluable that way. No real, she'll say things like, "Look, it's close. It's in process." Things like that, but she won't tell us. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen Wednesday night at 9 a.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're never going to get things like that out of her. But I actually like that, because it's that she knows that's a crock up,
Right.
So again, just to summarize, if anybody's new to the call, that there's a lot of intel out there. There was a lot of people thinking it was going to go by last night, and then for whatever the usual reason is, it didn't. But it is very much alive and in process. So that's the good news. And it seems to be the real news. Everybody agrees with that in one way, shape, or form. So that's that.
Yeah, you're right. Because I definitely appreciate your approach, Iko. You seem like a very genuine person. I don't know you at all, but you seem genuine in your passion for the truth. I like the way you present it, man. You too, Jerry. And Art. I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for your time. Everybody have a blessed day.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And something else I'd like to point out is that one of the good things about the Wing It call is even Jerry and Art and I, we don't agree on everything. But we try to put it out in such a way that it's, it is our opinion. It's based on all the intel we're getting.
and it's okay to have a difference of opinion. You don't have to march in lockstep with any one intel provider. You know, I know people think I'm down on Yusuf. I'm not. I'm just I don't agree with everything he says. Some of the things he says I love. I love his spiritual message. I love him getting this community to think about, you know, do we need this much money? You know, do we need to go for the top dollar? I mean, what are we going to do with that money? These are important questions, and the way we approach it is going to haunt us post-RV. So just wanted to put that out there, in case people are thinking that the WINGIT call is a call where people bash other people. We do our damnedest not to do that.
Well, maybe not today. Maybe that's tomorrow. Okay, let's not totally take everything off the table, Iko. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But for now, we're trying to keep ourselves above board and not roll in the mud just yet. So Raleigh, North Carolina, 919. Come on down.
Yeah. How you guys doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, could you do me a favor, and I apologize if this question has been asked, I got late on the call. Could you define in layman's terms what you guys mean by sovereign for the rate? Because that's a relatively new term in our land.
Go ahead, Iko.
Okay, so the term sovereign rate came up when we found out that the ZIM were actually
historical bonds,
holders notes for historical bonds. And the rates started climbing. And I mean, I can remember when we were talking about $44, $45. Then it got to be over 100. Then it got to be over 200 and 500 and 1,000. We thought, oh, that's crazy, you know. And then it just kept growing. Now, part of the reason for those rates growing is why the Chinese want to pull, or how the Chinese plan to pull all the USD, United States dollars, the fiat dollars, off the market. And as time kept lagging, the rates kept going up because they had to do it faster and faster and faster. They had fewer days to compress all of that gathering of the USD. So the sovereign rate can now mean, you know, I've heard rates over $40,000. I've heard rates of, you know, anything in between. I've heard rates of 11 cents. We don't know. We just don't really know what the sovereign rate is going to be. We only know that they exist and that we should ask for them, because if we ask for them, they are supposedly bound to give them to us, so long as we have humanitarian projects that we can cite that we're going to be involved in. And that's that. Is that pretty much it, Jer? Or does that help explain what a sovereign rate is, Mr. Caller? Did I lose it? Might have lost it.
No. Brain fart. Mute button again.
Oh, okay.
I muted him because of his background noise. Because we're saying anywhere from 11 cents, now let's just say to $40,000.
Or somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between.
You know,
that's everybody gonna. Yeah, is everybody gonna get this rate? We don't know. We won't know till we get there. That's why we call it our opinion and what we have heard. So we're passing on to you what we have heard. We could look like Fred Astaire or the clown with the big red nose because we've made fools out of ourselves.
Yeah.
One way or the other, it's going to pan out. We just don't know which way yet. So as as due diligence on my part, I'm bringing it to you so that you can wrap your brain around it, and when you go in there, you can say, I would like to see the sovereign rate. Throw your business plan out there. We've discussed this.
Jerry, I just got a confirmation on our comment about the exchange centers and how they've been relocated to
more secure places.
Yeah, more secure places. I just got another confirmation on that from a completely different source. Again, what I'll call a boots on the ground type source, not an intel provider. So there's action out there.
I had heard about 3 weeks ago that they were moving those, but I wasn't about to bring that up until we got a little more confirmation. Because we're not in control. We're just the end receivers of this blessing. Everything in between is a theatrical play, and hopefully we're in the last act before they pull the curtain up and say, welcome to the Exchange Center. How may we help you? So we're right there. So we're going to take, oh, darn it, that person left. We're going to take one more caller, then we're calling it a day, and then Pastor can do his thing. What is, Cannon City, Colorado, 719, come on down. Hello? Oh, they muted themselves. There you go. You're unmuted. Cannon City, you're unmuted. Come on down.
Okay, I guess that's me. Sorry about that. Hey, I got a couple of questions. Have you guys thought about doing a meet and greet after the RV?
Yes, and the answer is absolutely not. No.
Absolutely. Okay. And also, I wanted to know if there's any way that I could get on the forum. When you guys first came on, I thought, oh boy, here goes another call. And so I ignored it pretty much, but I like what you guys say. We're of a common mind and age, I think gold, and I'd really like to get on the forum if I could. And I sent you an email, Jerry, but I never heard back from you yet.
Yeah, I'll have to apologize. I get a lot of people asking for memberships, probably
I'm sure you do.
30 a day.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I used to be on the TNT forum, but I got booted off, and I never could get a reason why. Pam wouldn't answer me. Had a few fellow members that I had their personal contact information, and they asked, and she just kept saying, well, he knows, but I don't know why I got booted off. I think it was probably a mistake.
Unfortunately, membership is closed for now. My apologies.
Okay. Well, I did have a little bit of run-in with Iko. I don't know if he remembers it. Remember Iko?
Well,
you're going to have to refresh so many run-ins. I've had many run-ins, yes.
Well, when you first come out with the Gristle report, you remember?
Oh, God, those days, yeah.
My name on the forum was Tuco. And I was good friends with the other gal that did the report, and she was so offended. So I thought, well, I'll put in my 2 cents here, and I harassed you a little bit about jumping on her bandwagon and starting your own report. And I don't know if that's about.
I remember people being upset with me over that, which of course it wasn't my intention. But again, those were the early days. Trying to figure out how to communicate,
Well, never mind. She got booted out for another reason, but that's okay. So
Yeah, she got booted out for another reason, but
yeah.
you know, and then all she did was summarize. You did add a little bit more to it. But,
so what was your name over at TNT?
Tuco 233.
Yeah,
Did you say Tuco?
Tuco, Tuco.
Oh, Tuco, Tuco. Okay.
Yeah. And I you know, and the reason I asked about the meet and greet
send another email and put Tuco in the subject line. Okay.
Okay, we'll do it. Anyway, I appreciate all the thoughts about this, and I've got when it comes to humanitarian projects, would you consider like ocean wave energy? Because I'm involved in that a little bit. I'm also involved a little bit with hydrogen generators. Would that be considered a humanitarian type projects?
You know, anything like that could be. I don't know. I'm not in charge of what is considered humanitarian. Okay, that will probably free energy. So, all righty, sir.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I'll send you an email and.
Ooh, a lot of background noise there. All right, Pastor.
Hey, good show. Good information, guys. Father, we thank you for all that you've done in this time, and we ask you just to give us peace and hope as we go forward, expecting to receive our blessing in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Iko, you got a send-off summary?
No, not really. Just keep faith. That's it.
All right.
So
say goodbye.
It's gonna happen. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
The conference is now completed. Goodbye. Welcome to the conference. Please enter the conference ID followed by the pound key.